Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do another little bit of a vlog today. I have so much stuff to do and I was feeling frazzled, so I thought why not stop for a minute and just kind of chat. Um, so I'm kind of trying to figure out my last minute Christmas things. I have a DIY that I'm going to make and it's not really long enough to do a whole video, so I'm going to kind of just like include it in here and show you it. I want to wrap gifts. I do have to go to my grandma's house and do a tablescape there. So let me just give you like a little update. This has been one of the craziest like seasons ever. I mentioned back in October that David's aunt had passed away. So the season kind of started out with that. Then the Sunday after Thanksgiving, my grandma fell. She was at church and the door there is like a wooden one, really heavy, and it swings shut really fast. And she didn't get through it in time, so she fell. She broke her wrist or arm and her ankle. So she's doing really good. Actually, she's recuperating. She's got the physical therapist and all that stuff going on. But I mean, on top of that, then David's grandmother also passed away at the beginning of December. So this has been kind of like an emotional season. So I'm going to make some Christmas, like in memory of ornaments, because I wanted to make something kind of sentimental for his mother. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to just show you guys. I actually got the idea off of Instagram from a friend of mine, and it's simple. I got everything at Walmart, and I mean, you could probably make it in 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to show you guys that. I want to wrap gifts, like I said. So my husband's at his company Christmas party tonight, which means that I will be having the house to myself, so it's the perfect night to wrap because I can bring things down and spread them out instead of trying to do it hidden in a room. So I'm definitely going to get that going. I'm going to make tea. I'm going to do that. Probably watch a Hallmark movie because this year I wanted to watch them every weekend as they came, but there are so many. I think there was like 38 or 39 new ones. And I even have the Hallmark app because I'm a dork. So I have the Hallmark app to check them off as I go, but I have not been able to keep up with it. So I've got to start watching them. And then, oh, my kitchen island. So I shared that on my Insta stories too. I'm working on that. I've got to finish painting it, and I'll show you guys that too if I can remember. It just gets to that point like you feel like there's so many things, and then there's all those like last minute gifts you have to go out and get, like the little stocking stuffers and the Christmas Eve gifts and things like that. So I feel like my mind's in like a million places. I make lists because that helps me to keep on track. And I think I'm gonna put off the tablescape maybe until tomorrow because I kind of want to stay in tonight since I got in. And when I go down there, I'm gonna show you that. I also decorated her house for her, just the main areas, because after she broke her wrist and her ankle, she went to stay with my uncle for a little bit because he's got a room without stairs to get to it, and it's got like a ground level bathroom, all easily accessible. So she's going to come home though on Christmas, and we thought it would be nice if we had her tree up and some decorations. So I went ahead and did that with some stuff that I had extra of my own. So I'm going to show you guys that because I kind of went for an old school, just homespun Christmas feel, and I've still got to put together the tablescape. I put that off because I was looking for a garland, and I don't know, I just couldn't find any I liked. So I am going to make my fall eucalyptus one do double duty. And I'm just going to tuck some cedar branches in with it and then just add some other little touches. And I'll show you guys that. But first I want to get started on that ornament. Like I said, it's probably going to be a really quick one. So everything I picked up, I grabbed at Walmart. And it's about $15 that I spent. So you'll need the stuff I show you, and you're also going to need a printer. So I'm just going to tip my phone here and let you guys see what I picked up. So I picked up this fancy box because I wanted there to be like a keepsake box that you could store it in year after year. This was the only size I could find that's kind of large. But I'm going to fill this with some shredded up paper. I picked up a pack of feathers from the craft aisle. Glue sticks because I didn't have any. Most people will have something on hand, but I didn't. Then you want to get some of these clear glass ornaments. And I picked the largest size they have. And I also wanted some fancy paper, so I found this in the scrapbooking section. And it's just a glitter paper. It was 97 cents. And then you're going to need a printer because you're going to want to print some stuff out. So I'm going to I think, pause this or stop this and turn the camera around because it'll be easier for me to show you what I'm doing. So I've got quite the crafting mess here, and I am covered in glitter and feathers, but I'm just going to give you a quick run through of this. So the first thing you're going to print out is this. And all I did was Google search this and then hit image, and I picked the one that I liked best. So feathers appear when angels are near. Now I glued this on the inside lid of the box because I'm planning on making this box something you'd pack away with it each year. And I'm just going to shred paper at work and kind of fill it up and then just make a little nest for it. Now the glass bulbs, they're pretty self-explanatory. You just take the metal thing on top off. I put 2 feathers in. And then the other piece that goes with it is this little thing here. Now I'm going to flip this over. It's got names on it, so I'm going to cover them up. I'm just going to show you how it is. So I used a business card. Where did that go? Oh, over here. I actually got business cards printed because I felt fancy. So I did some business cards when I did my antique booth, but that's a different story. So you go ahead and you print in loving memory of, and then you're going to put the people's names and the date. I did the birth, the year of the birth and the year of the death. So it's like, you know. And then I went ahead and traced it with the business card and cut it out. After it was glued to that glitter paper, I just punched a hole in the top corner. And then I put some simple twine on it, just a loop. And I'm going to go ahead and loop that around the top of the glass bulb before I stick the little metal stopper back in. So there's what you end up with, just something to remember people that you have loved and lost. And then over here, the back of this card is glitter, so it'll catch the lights and be kind of pretty. And then the front side is the in loving memory of. And then it's just all going to get nestled in that box. So I'm at my grandma's now, and first things first, I got this blanket from Walmart. This was just $2.50. I'm going to put this out on the porch, and I'll show you what I'm doing out here. Lighting is terrible, but this is the best lighting I've got right now. So I just moved this bench here, and I picked this up over the summer at a yard sale for $5, and it was too good of a deal to pass up. And then just this Walmart blanket. Then coming inside, I put a wreath on the door. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the other stuff I've done real quick. So this is the tree, and I went ahead and did that chenille yarn on it because I had enough left over from my tree. So it was like $7, and I did 2 trees with it because I like it kind of sparse. Now, these ornaments are kind of a cool story. I have a coworker who's been giving me vintage Christmas stuff. But anyways, this worked out perfectly. We didn't have to bring out all her ornaments. So we went with these really cool gold ones. And then some apples. So just really simple overall. I had an extra hearth and hand tree skirt that I brought over. Then over here is my typewriter. And this was my great-grandmother's, so it's over 100 years old. And I just put that on the end table. And then these are the sleigh bells that I tell you guys about nearly every Christmas video. I'm going to ring them because I want you to hear what they sound like. They are the best sound. So, my favorite Christmas item right there. Then I'm going to bring you over here on the TV stand. I went ahead and just put out my dough bowl and my shiny brights. And then I stuck a string of twinkle lights in here. These are different twinkle lights than I normally use because Walmart was sold out of the cheaper ones. So these are the ones that come from the Christmas section, and it's about $6, but you get 12 feet, and the thing I like is you can choose the color of the wire, so I chose green, because I figured it would be darker and it would blend in more than a copper or a silver. And these guys have a bunch of different settings too. They have a timer, which is my number one when I'm buying them, but you can have it fading, flashing, steady on, or off. So I'm going to have it steady on. And what it does, you turn it on, it'll stay on for about 6 hours, then turn off. I put this little pillow here on the rocking chair. Then I went ahead and kind of made the piano the centerpiece. So I have this joy sign, and I made that after a Home Depot do-it-herself class, and I have to put batteries in it. That one I need a screwdriver is the only reason this isn't lit and everything else is, but that'll also be on a timer. And then I went ahead with a magnolia garland here because I ran out of pine garlands this year. So twinkle lights again in that. This is a Target dollar spot from years ago. And then I just draped a tablecloth over the bench to kind of give it a little bit of Christmas plaid. And that's probably my favorite spot of everything. And then out here, oh, I hung a star on the wall. I did the garlands in the doorway because to me, garlands and white lights are one of the easiest ways to get the Christmas feeling. It feels warm, it feels cozy, and it's easy. And I put a little piece of mistletoe up here. Wow, what was that? I just knocked the box over. Okay, then coming out here, let me turn on a light for you guys. Yeah, okay, so I just stuck 2 of my stockings on the little curio cabinet here. And then for the table, I used that 50-cent tablecloth out here, you guys, because this was perfect. It's a little bit short, but I'm just going to go with it. So I just covered the table with that. She had that wooden trivet there, and I just flipped it to make like a little tray, and then when we need to put something hot, we can just move it. But I just did a little bottle brush forest and a little cranberry tree. I added a few small touches to the kitchen here. So in this little center place here, this is that false graph that she's got the whole collection of, so it's really cool. And I didn't organize any of this. She's got that all the way she likes it, but I went ahead and popped a little tree in that one. And I put some of those fake mercury glass beads in here, and a bottle brush tree, and then another little bottle brush tree to kind of tie things together. And then coming out here, I just draped a dish towel and a vintage apron. So I just did some stuff in the main areas to keep it simple, but still have like a Christmas feel. So now we're gonna go and work on the dining room table. So this is what I've got in my bag of tricks to work with. I've got some different table runners. I'm gonna try and do a layered look. I've got the eucalyptus, like I mentioned. This is from Hobby Lobby, and if you're looking for a eucalyptus garland, I think this is one of the best. It's seeded eucalyptus. It's got a really nice color, and I'm gonna make it, like I said, do double duty for Christmas. These, I bought a wreath at TJ Maxx and took it all apart because I wanted a garland and they didn't have any. So I was all excited, made a garland for my table, made a table runner. Then I went to a different TJ Maxx like 2 days later and they had garlands. So at least I got a DIY project out of it. But this is the stack I've got left over. I've got some clementines, I've got some battery operated candles, some small pine cones, and then come on over here and I brought down my Better Homes and Gardens 12 Days of Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just throw stuff together. I don't have a tripod here, so I can't really do a decorate with me. But I'm going to just play around, and when it's all done, I will give you guys the final look at it. So here's what I ended up with. We have people sit at both ends of the table, so I can't bring the runner all the way down. So actually having a shorter one worked. I layered the longer ones underneath, did the hearth and hand one on top. I wove the 2 garlands in, then just tucked the cedar. I worked in the pine cones and the candles and the halos. Now, I don't know if the halos are going to last out of the fridge until Christmas, so I'm just going to put little markers where I liked them. That way I can come in and just replace them real quick that day. But let me see if I can get on a chair and give you guys like an overhead. So, yep. So that's the tablescape I put together. So I just realized I never showed you guys the island. So before I sign off, I wanted to show you this quick. So this was a buffet that I picked up on Craigslist. And it was this and a hutch, and she was giving them away free. But I figured they would go fast because they were so cute looking. So I offered her 20 bucks and I got them. So this is the color originally all was. And then the top here, which I love. Then this back piece started out as just a piece of like paneling. So I tried it in the kitchen, and no matter what I did, it just looked like a dresser that I had turned backwards because the paneling was unfinished. So I went to Home Depot, picked up some trim pieces, and I just used the jigsaw to cut them around the edge to match. And then a piece of beadboard. The beadboard was $11. The trim was probably about $11 too. So for 20 bucks, I have the back of it beadboarded out and more finished. And then I'm just gonna finish painting the drawers up. So I have to put some new handles on them. Those handles were spaced really far apart. And I picked out some bin pulls that match my kitchen. Hi, sweetie. She's always interested when I'm out here. This is where the food is. And then just some knobs to go on those. And those are only 1 coat on the doors. That's why it looks a little streaky. So I'm just going to get that finished. And I just put a little vignette up here. I shared this stuff on my Insta stories. So some of you have probably already seen this. But, yep, that's what I'm working on maybe tonight. So I want to thank you guys for kind of coming along on this vlog with me. and seeing what I was up to in these last few days before Christmas. I do still have some shopping to do, but I'll take care of that. But anyways, I'm probably not going to do another vlog or video before Christmas, so I just want to take this chance to say thank you to all you guys for your comments and your support. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you all have a happy and safe holidays, whichever one it is that you celebrate, and I will see you in the next video.